Hello, my Basset Hound friends and my sex and pie cuties. Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Markapunk here. Yes, with another re-ranking of the studio albums. I'm re-ranking the Absence studio albums once again, since I missed their latest one last year. And it's a good time to re-rank them once again. They're a very cool melodic death metal band that I come across when I first got requested for this like years ago. And now here I am trying to re-rank it with the latest album last year that I missed. And I'm looking forward to it. And see what my thoughts are years later. And let's just cut to the bullshit and just start doing it. So 6 albums in total now instead of 5. Ranked from worst to best. Here we go. So my number 6 for me is my least favorite, which is actually kind of disappointing, is their 2024 self-titled one. Yeah, I said that. Again, disappointing like my last re-ranking I did. This is the most disappointing Absence album that I heard. And this is why it's in the bottom. I didn't miss much as usual. The songs I did like overall is Silent Eye, Vagrant Death, Sacrifice of the Dead World is a cool instrumental, I do enjoy that. Grieving Winds, and lastly Escape Artist. Those are the only songs I did like overall, and but it's just my least favorite, and it's kind of disappointing to me. My number 6 spot for me is going to be their self-titled 2024. My number 5th spot for me is my second least favorite, which is Enemy Unbound. Yeah, second least favorite. Yeah, this turned into my second least favorite. Look, this is a decent The Absence album that I heard. It's still decent. But I can have a decent enough time with this one overall. Songs I did like this time is the opening instrumental, which is Vertigo, Erased, Maelstrom. Soloist instrumental is pretty good. And lastly, Hidden in White. But again, this is a decent The Absence studio album that I heard overall. It's just okay in my opinion. Number 5th spot for me is going to be Enemy Unbound. My number 4th spot in the middle of this ranking is actually going to be A Gift for the Obsessed. Yeah, this one. This is an average The Absence studio album, which is okay but good. I'm mixed on this one. I can have a good enough time with this one. And this is why I'm happy for this to be in the middle of my ranking. It's good, but decent. I'm mixed with this one. Songs I did like overall this time is A Gift for the Obsessed, Misery Trophies, Thought and Memory, Celestial Hysteria, and lastly, Idle Thrones. Those are the only songs I like this time, and it's in the middle of this ranking. I can have a good enough time with it overall, but it's in the middle at my number 4 spot, which is A Gift for the Obsessed. Alright, my top 3, yet again, bronze, silver, and gold spots. And this is going to be interesting. My number 3, bronze, which I don't like all tracks by the way. I do have a little bit of enjoyment this time when I first ranked this one, but it's different this time. It's going to be Coffinized album. I'm coming around to this one a little bit more, not much. This is a good album overall, but it's not my favorite. But it's still a good album, not even close to my top 2. Songs I did like this time is Coffinized, Choirs of Sickness, Cathedral Dawn, Black Provenance, Treacherous, The Consuming Nocturne, and lastly Faith in Uncreation. Those are the only songs I like this time. Surprising, huh? And it is at my number 3 bronze medal spot. I can have a good enough time with it as background noise, whatever. But my number 3 bronze medal winner, I have to give it to Coffinized. My top 2 lick of approvals right here, I think are still good in my opinion of the Absence studio albums that I do like. And these are my top 2 and I like all tracks for this one. My number 2 silver medal bronze is actually Riders of the Plague. I'm coming around to liking this a hell of a lot more now. This is a great follow-up to their first full-length album. Great follow-up. I really do enjoy this one, and I really do like all tracks. This one's a banger follow-up in my opinion from their first full-length. Really good. My number 2 silver bronze medal winner, I'm gonna give it to Riders of the Plague. And my obvious number 1 gold medal winner, most favorite The Absence studio album, might still be the same out of the 6, is going to be From Your Grave, their very first full length. I do believe their very first full length is actually really good. And next to Riders of the Plague, I do like that one too. But this one, I like more. This is a damn good first full length of the Absence album that I do like. Out of the 6, and it's still my most favorite, this is my number 1 gold medal winner. It's definitely From Your Grave. And there you go. That is my ranking of the Absence studio albums, worst to best. And I'm glad I came back to it. All that good stuff. And that's all I have to say about it. They're somewhat cool melodic death band overall. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Subscribe to me if you have not. Click the bell to get notified on all of my notifications. Also, you like and share my re-ranking of the Absence studio albums worst to best, so I get more views and more subscribers. And I will see you, my best sound friends, and my sex and pie cuties on my next video. See you later.